Next, we'll hear from Josh Lynn, who's the head coach at Eastern New Mexico University. Greyhounds were 2-9 last year, but are looking to get things headed in a new direction with the new coach. They do have a senior quarterback returning, who is honorable mention all-conference Wes Wood, and I believe Wes is with us here in the back of the room. So, Coach Lynn, why don't you come up and tell us about the Greyhounds?
Well, good afternoon. I am Josh Lynn. I'm the new head football coach at Eastern New Mexico University. And I just formally want to make a formal apology to Coach Keenan over there in Incarnate Word. I know he was really looking forward to coming out to Blackwater Draw. Instead, he gets to go to Cowboy Stadium this year. So, I just apologize, Coach. So, the Greyhounds. The Greyhounds were 2-9 last year. Okay, it's no... as Stan brought up. I got hired in January. We went through spring ball. We're probably going to try to establish a little more running game than what they have in the past, in the last 5 years. So with that said, we kind of took the opposite approach of Coach over there. We livened it up. We went a lot of live reps in spring. So basically got back to the basics of blocking and tackling. And I think that did good. And, with that said, I think we cleaned house. And we're bringing in a lot of new faces this year. I looked before I came up here, and we're going to have 70 new players report here August 10th. Okay, so you'll see a lot of new faces with Eastern New Mexico University. The next thing I'd like to bring up, and a young man I'd like to introduce, coming into a new program, it sure is a blessing to have a senior quarterback, especially one as Wes Wood. And Stan introduced him earlier. Wes is a 6'2", 185-pound quarterback from Millshoe, Texas. Wes is the career total offensive leader at Eastern New Mexico University for the Greyhounds. And once again, it's just it's good for me as a head coach and a new coach to have a good senior leader, as somebody as seasoned as Wes going to be heading up your offense, and we're real fortunate for that. Key returners coming back on defense. We have a safety named Lynn Mosby out of Midland, Odessa, Permian High School. Another young man is Bracey McCoy, defensive lineman from Granbury, Texas, and once again, two leaders that we're looking forward to on our defensive side of the ball. Offensive coordinator will be Kelly Lee. Kelly Lee came to us from Valencia High School. He was also at Midland Christian. He's also a former Greyhound coach under Bud Elliott. So just to kind of give you the heads up, that might you guys probably know what we're going to do offensively. I'm not going to give you too many hints, but we're probably going to do a lot of what Bud Elliott did back in the day. Defensively, we're going to be a multiple 3-4 team. Try to move around, try to create some fusion with offenses, especially how good the offenses are in this conference. With that said, and I'll be short, I played in this conference, and I've coached in this conference about 10, 12 years ago. And the Lone Star Conference of old and the Lone Star Conference of new, it's night and day. The Lone Star Conference has evolved, and it's gotten a lot better. Teams like Tarleton, teams like Coach Maskell at Midwestern State. 10 or 12 years ago, especially coming from Eastern New Mexico University, we like to step on the field with those guys. Now we get on the field against those guys, and it's a whole new world. And that's a compliment to the Lone Star Conference, developing and becoming a better conference. And, hopefully, the Lone Star Conference can push Eastern New Mexico, especially Greyhound football, into evolving and becoming one of those teams. And, I look forward to working with every single one of you guys. And I'm excited to be back in the Lone Star Conference. And, with that said, I hope your stay, you guys that do get to come out to Blackwater Draw, is the most miserable experience of your life. All right? So thank you guys, and go Greyhounds. Appreciate it.